Have you faced difficult situations with other people? Have you wished you had tools to handle conflict more wisely and compassionately? In this episode, we'll explore the principles of Stoicism applied to interpersonal relationships, diving into 9 strategies to not only treat the people around us, but to truly thrive with each other. From navigating difficult relationships to staying calm when others pressure you, we'll discover how this ancient philosophy can help us deal with challenges, communicate effectively, and stay calm in tense moments. Let's face it, dealing with people can be difficult. They can lie, cheat, and sometimes it seems like they just want to make our lives harder. But guess what Stoicism teaches us? That dealing with people of all kinds is part of life. So get ready to learn practical tips and deep reflections that will help you solve problems with people in a more conscious and serene way. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor and philosopher, reminds us that we must also be good to people, have patience with them. He believed that interacting with others, understanding them and working with them is what we are here for. We're talking about practical, down-to-earth strategies for not only dealing with people's quirks, but also making the most of their interactions with others. This journey we are taking together is not just about solving problems, but about transforming your life and unlocking a deeper level of fulfillment. Are you ready to tackle people's problems the Stoic way? What matters least to you is people's opinions. Imagine that you are standing on a stage, under the bright lights, with your heart pounding, with hundreds of eyes fixed on you. You are about to give a speech in which you have poured your heart into a message that you deeply believe in, but there is a voice inside your head that bothers you, worrying not about the message you are sharing, but about how it will be received, if they will like it. You want to be admired by the audience. This is a stage in our daily lives when we often find ourselves performing, craving the applause and approval of an audience we may never find. This longing leads us to a silent struggle, a tug-of-war between expressing our true selves and seeking gestures of approval. This is a conflict that Marcus Aurelius mentioned centuries ago, reminding us that seeking fame or approval from others is a pursuit separate from our reality and presence. We love ourselves more than other people, but we care more about their opinion than our own, Marcus Aurelius said in his Meditations. This statement highlights the irony of our search for external validation over inner peace and satisfaction. Instead of worrying about the opinions of others, we should focus on what is in our power, our thoughts, emotions, and actions. We cannot control what others think. What is important is our opinion of ourselves. We should not cling to the approval of others. Instead, let's focus on doing the right thing and living by our values, regardless of outside opinion. Taking this new path is not like flipping a switch. It is more like planting a garden. You have to nurture your confidence, water your self-esteem, and sometimes eliminate negativity. Every day you will face moments that will test you, but with every test comes a choice. Ask yourself, am I living for others or am I living for myself? Be honest. Every morning as the sun peeks through your window, there is a promise of a new day, and with it, a reminder that you will meet all kinds of people. Yes, you will even encounter difficult people, those who twist words and those who find joy in other people's problems. It's like entering a labyrinth full of mirrors that reflect all kinds of characters. But the Stoic sages remind you that these encounters are not there to drag you down, but rather they are your opportunity to make yourself shine by standing firm in your honesty. It's like a lighthouse in the middle of a stormy sea. Being true to yourself and others is your armor. It's not just about dodging the arrows of deception. It's about not letting those arrows change who you are. Now you might be wondering, why bother being good in a sea of not-so-good things? It's simple. Your kindness, your honesty, are a beacon that pierces the fog of falsehood like a warm, guiding light. Imagine the impact of that light. How could it help someone lost in the shadows find their way? Yes, it is difficult when you feel that honesty is a rare gem, but remember that gems are valued for their rarity. By choosing to be honest, you're not only protecting your peace, you are setting a standard that shows that truth and integrity have a place in this world. So let's make honesty one of our strategies, not because it's easy, but because it's the right thing to do. This is how we build a life that is not just about surviving each day, but thriving with purpose. Every honest moment is a step toward a world where we can look at each other and know not only who we are, but who we can be together. Let us be the architects of a world whose pillars are built on the solid foundation of honesty. Don't take things personally. Let's say you're having a tough day, maybe you missed an important call, or someone just said something that hurt you too much. It's easy to let these moments bother you and make you feel attacked or upset. But here's a Stoic secret. Don't take it personally. Think about it. We all have our battles, distractions, and yes, our heavy days when everything seems to be against us. When someone lashes out or makes a mistake, it's often more about them than it is about you. Think for a moment about that day when you made a mistake and intended to hurt someone. Chances are you were overwhelmed, stressed, or just not thinking clearly. We've all been there. It's part of human nature. By acknowledging our own imperfections, we open the door to empathy instead of reacting with frustration or anger when others fail. The next time you receive a rude comment or mistake from a friend, pause, take a breath, ask yourself, have I ever been in their shoes? You may have a change of perspective. It's not just about giving others a break, but about enriching your own peace of mind. This helps you stay centered, calm, and most importantly, connected to those around you. Adopting this Stoic strategy is not about dismissing your feelings, but rather choosing a path of growth and empathy. You will be more valued not only by others, but by yourself, and that is the most important thing. Be patient. Patience is not just waiting, it is an art, a silent force that makes us stand out. Think about it every day. We are thrown into a whirlwind of chaos where everyone is quick to take shortcuts or just try to get by often without thinking about the consequences. It's easy to get caught up in that, lose your cool, and forget who we are and what we stand for. By choosing patience, we don't just react. We take control, observe, understand, and then act in a way that aligns with our core values. It's like being in the calm eye of the storm, where everything else is simple, wild, and unpredictable. The question now is, why does this matter so much in a world that values quick fixes? Being patient sets you apart like a beacon on a foggy night. It is a clear sign of your strength, your integrity, and most importantly, your understanding that really good things take time to progress. This is not about letting people walk all over you, but about knowing your path, what it's worth, and having the inner strength to follow it at your own pace, without rushing, even when everything else is moving quickly. It's about giving situations and people the time they need to reveal their true colors, which in turn allows you to make the right decisions, not only now, but also for the future. Cultivating patience allows us to face situations without resistance or fight against reality. It helps us stay calm in difficult times. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can face obstacles with serenity and resilience. Through patience, we discover our own resilience and inner strength. How can we start practicing patience? And start with yourself, doing small exercises, for example, the next time you are in a hurry or someone interrupts you. Imagine that you are waiting for a friend. It's taking too long to arrive, and you're getting impatient. Breathe. This moment is your opportunity to practice patience. Patience means controlling our emotions and not getting carried away by impulses. It allows us to make conscious and rational decisions. Remember that it is in these small everyday moments that we build the foundations of a character that is not only admired, but truly valued. Patience is your secret weapon, your silent strength that says a lot about who you are and the incredible impact you can have on the world around you. Let's embrace it, master it, and show the world the power of being patiently powerful. Be an example to follow. Visualize this everyday scenario. You are walking down the street, minding your own business, when suddenly you see someone helping an elderly person with her shopping. Without saying a word, that person shared a powerful message that is the heart of Stoicism: action over words. It's about being that person who, through simple acts, lights a spark in others. It's not about shouting your beliefs from the rooftops, but about living them so clearly that others can't help but notice. Feel inspired to do the same. Think of it as a domino effect, that your actions can inspire those around you to spread kindness and wisdom simply by being a living example of the virtues you believe in today. The world is full of distractions, and that example is more important than ever. It's easy to get lost in the noise to follow the crowd, but imagine the impact of choosing to be a beacon of positivity and strength by embodying the principles of Stoicism. By improving your own life, you are lighting the way for others with every decision to remain calm in the face of adversity. Showing kindness where others could not adds value not only to your life, but to the community around you. So what is the first step? Start with small decisions. Choose to listen more than you talk, show gratitude even for the little things, and face challenges with a calm and steady heart. Remember, being a Stoic is not about perfection. It is about progress in every step you take towards life. Discovering your values is a step toward becoming the most valuable member of your community. The Stoics invite us to be exemplary figures, to inspire those around us to cultivate virtue, and live wisely to show the way to a better life beyond our own imperfections. Inspire others to strive for their best selves, and in doing so, you will find deeper happiness, not from external praise, but from seeing the positive change you have initiated in the world around you. Disconnect from the haters. Let's dive right into something that hits close to home for many of us. The noise, the negativity, and yes, the haters, you know what I'm talking about. Those voices, sometimes loud, sometimes a whisper, that tells you that you are not good enough. But here's a Stoic secret that's as powerful today as it was centuries ago. Don't connect them. Imagine using an invisible shield, letting all that negativity bounce back. Because what really matters is what you do, your actions, your choices. It's like walking your way with headphones, listening to your favorite song, focused and unperturbed by the chaos around you. Think about it, when everything around you seems to be falling apart, when hope feels like a distant, fading memory. It is time to anchor yourself in what is right. It is not about ignoring the problems of the world or pretending that they do not exist, but about recognizing what is under your control, your integrity, your actions, your response to adversity. Marcus Aurelius got it right when he said that if you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter. And this isn't about being indifferent, it's about being focused on being the best version of yourself, regardless of the storm raging around you. To implement these Stoic strategies effectively, we must consider this crucial step to tune out the haters, not with arrogance or ignorance, but with a deep understanding that your worth is not determined by external chaos or the opinions of others. The rest. Your worth is determined by your actions, your choices, your commitment to doing the right thing even when it's hard. This is what it means to live like a Stoic in the 21st century. Not to be valued more for applause or approval, but for the quality of your character and actions that speak louder than any words. You won't be able to move forward if you pay attention to the haters. You must focus on what really matters. Fill yourself with love. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to light up a room when they walk in? It is as if they carry with them a luminous energy that is difficult to ignore. That's what being full of love is all about. It's not about waiting for someone to notice you, to give you that nod of approval, but about being that person that others notice and who transmits positivity simply by being themselves. Imagine if we all did that, the impact it would have if we all chose to be sources of love, kindness, and support. Marcus Aurelius once highlighted the importance of doing good to feel good. It's simple, but it's also very powerful to spread love. If you genuinely care about others, you create a domino effect. You become that person that everyone wants to be with, not because you are seeking attention, but because you are giving something invaluable. Your affection, your time, your understanding. The Stoics consider that all human beings are part of the same universal community. Filling yourself with love involves feeling compassion for all beings, regardless of their differences. Love of humanity motivates you to act with respect and understanding toward everyone, even those who have wronged you. Loving, according to Stoicism, is not a passive process, but an active path that requires effort and dedication. Cultivating virtues, seeking well-being, using reason, accepting destiny, and loving humanity are essential steps to achieving a full and meaningful life. Love for the Stoics is not limited to a romantic feeling, but expands to a way of living based on virtue, well-being, reason, acceptance of destiny, and compassion for all beings. The magic of Stoicism teaches us that in the face of life's challenges, resilience, the strength to recover, is supported by love and compassion. Love also implies kindness. Seneca said that every person we meet is an opportunity to practice kindness. So when you're feeling down and the world seems to be against you, that's the time to lean in, to be even more generous with your love. It's not about ignoring your feelings, but about channeling them positively into actions that elevate not only you, but those around you. This strategy of being full of love is not just about making others feel valued, but also about enriching your own life. It is about building connections, about feeling part of something bigger than yourself. When you put love into the world, it somehow comes back to you, when you least expect it, and when you need it most. So choose to be a beacon of love and kindness. You will be surprised how much more valued you will be by others and, most importantly, by yourself. It is a journey worth taking, a path that will lead you to a fuller, more connected life, and you don't have to wait, you can do it. Start this journey today. Stop comparing yourself to others. Imagine you're browsing on your phone, jumping from profile to profile, looking at snapshots of lives that seem perfect. This is where we must pause. Social media and today's culture often present an idealized and unrealistic image of the lives of others. Comparing yourself to these distorted images leads you to believe that their life is perfect, while yours is not. Theodore Roosevelt once said that comparison is the thief of joy, and he's right when you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlights. You prepare as if you were going to compete in a race, but instead of looking forward, you look to the sides. Not only does this slow you down, but you risk tripping over your own feet. Each person has a unique path in life with their own experiences, talents, and goals. Comparing yourself to others diverts you from your own path and leads you to focus on what you don't have, instead of celebrating your achievements and developing your skills. Remember that the only person you should try to be better with is the person you were yesterday. With the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius as a guide, let's dig a little deeper. He challenges us to question the folly of envy. Why long for someone else's life without understanding their struggles? It's easy to envy the CEO for his success while forgetting the sacrifices he made to get there. Flip the script and consider this. If you suddenly lost everything and became someone else, you might find yourself envying the life you have now. This shift in perspective is a powerful tool. It's not about having the best of everything, but about making the best of everything. As Seneca mentioned, enough will never be enough for the person to whom enough gives very little satisfaction. It's not about settling for less, it's about appreciating what is already yours in a world that constantly urges us to want more. This Stoic principle invites us to value the here and now, so take a moment to look around you, and inside you will find value. Not in comparison, but in gratitude and self-esteem. No two people are exactly alike. Everyone has their own experiences, skills, talents, and weaknesses. Comparing yourself to someone else is like comparing apples to oranges. It doesn't make sense. As you travel through life, let this be your guide. Value yourself, not by how you compare to others, but by how you nurture and grow your own unique path. Value your loved ones. Have you ever put off a phone call or message to someone? At that moment you thought, I'll answer tomorrow, only to realize that tomorrow never came. For some, that is a difficult lesson. Many of us learn the hard and painful way. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate the importance of loved ones in our lives. It reminds us that we all have borrowed time, even those we love. Imagine if we lived each day as if it were our last chance to tell someone we loved them, appreciate them, or forgive them. How much more meaningful would our relationships be? Take a moment to remember the last time you spoke with a person close to your heart. Did you part on good terms, or were there harsh words hanging in the air? Stoicism pushes us gently but firmly. Don't go to bed angry. Life is incredibly fleeting. One moment you're planning a weekend to catch up, and the next you wish you had one more moment to say what really matters. This is not about living in fear. It is about living with intention, appreciating your loved ones. Love intensely and never miss the opportunity to express how much they mean to you. So instead of getting lost in the chaos of our daily lives, let's take a second to think about who adds color and warmth to our lives. Let them know that you value them. Not tomorrow, but today, whether it be a simple text message, a call, or a big hug. Make it count. Remember in the great tapestry of life that these moments of connection are the ones that truly matter. If you are heartbroken over the death of a grandparent, you can use this loss as a reminder to treasure the time you still have with your parents. Shared grief can bring you closer to your emotionally distant siblings. These types of events are a harsh reminder of our mortality. Let's not wait to live them, to begin to appreciate our loved ones. These timeless Stoic strategies have you covered. It's not about avoiding chaos, but learning to navigate through it with grace and resilience. It is fascinating to note that those who embrace Stoicism often lead happier and more fulfilling lives. This ancient philosophy is not just about handling difficulties, but about finding joy and satisfaction in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. If you aspire to be part of this circle, staying focused on these teachings is the key. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope this chapter is a source of light that empowers your life and thoughts. If you liked this video, give us a like and continue with us. Together, we will walk the path of learning and growth within the timeless wisdom of Stoicism.